Hey folks, this is IO and we're back playing some more World of Tanks. So as you can see, this is SinisterGrimm in his SU-100Y, and this is one of the tallest box tanks in the game. Actually, this is the only tall box tank in the game, I do believe. The Tog is much longer than it is, but this is the tallest thing. I have a lot of respect for the damage this thing can put out. I don't have a lot of respect for the rest of the tank though, as it absorbs damage. Like a sponge and generally is not all that great in a lot of ways. But that gun is amazing. This is a tier 7 game. It's on the one map I cannot pronounce, Severe or something or other. There, you can read the name. We have a 55% chance to win this, but that's only if our team doesn't do it all stupid. But seeing as we're playing a pub game in World of Tanks, we're not going to assume our team is going to be intelligent, right? Right. So, there we go. We lost the T-49 already. That's just great. So, let's see, where's Sinister heading? He looks like he's heading up here to take a TD position, and yeah, we're not going to watch him drive that way because that's not interesting. So you can see he's going to be aiming for along this ridge somewhere as the enemies pop up and over it, trying to come down here or come down through here. Either way, that's about where they're going to stop to take their pot shots from or see how much resistance they're going to face. So that's where Sinister's going to be aiming for. He's going to be trying to take them out as they come over that ridge before they know where he is and before they can get into cover on the other side. Okay. No. Now we play the waiting game. Oh no. We got a victim. We got a couple of victims. Now can we hit... let's see if Sinister can hit these shots. Nope. I think that's because they were in cover already. He's going to have a hard time hitting these guys now that they've gone all the way down here. Now we do have 2 enemy tanks, 2 tire peaks, pushing up the 5 line down the middle road. That's going to be really hard to deal with when the time comes, so we'll have to see how Sinister's team handles that. Sorry about that. Been a long day. Now right now he's just searching for targets. He really desperately wants to be able to shoot something, but if there's no targets, you wait. And that target is behind cover. There's a mountain between him and Sinister, so he's not going to be shooting him right now either. Now we only have the one Tiger one over here doing any kind of real defense. The VK 30D down here isn't, or their 2D, whatever, isn't really being that much of a defender right now. He's just kind of being right there. Ooh. Nice shot. Now he got a little bit lucky there as he didn't let it fully aim before he fired, but it was still a brave shot to take, and the fact that it hit is definitely going to help his team out quite a bit. I feel that was a lucky penetration as he was shooting at the side of the Jag Panther. If the guy turned or if the shot didn't quite have enough penetration, it could have quite easily auto bounced off the side of him, and then it would have been a wasted shot, but he got lucky, it went through. I would have preferred to see more of a shot towards the front of him, which I understand has thicker armor and it's sloped more, but as we're above him, you actually neutralize most of that armor, and it's quite a bit easier to pen from this angle than it would be normally. That K1S got taken out by our VK, who got brave and went around there. Oh, Sinister couldn't quite take out the other K1S, but he did track it so that the Tiger could take it out. Now it's just down to damage control with the guys who pushed all the way into their base. Not going to get a shot on that guy unless he pokes his head up, as there is a part of a mountain in the way. Though it looks like the other allies that are up here have been lit up and are taking some serious fire. There's an M4 up here for some reason or another. again, intelligence and pub battles, right? That M4 needed to be up along the line. Oddly enough, if he was over there, he'd probably still be alive. Oh well, right? I somehow doubt he learned his lesson though. Ooh, and that's one of the reasons I don't like the 100Y, as that shot was almost fully aimed in and went completely south. I'm not even certain that it went, it stayed within the reticle. I'm wondering if it may have dropped below where the circle said it could hit. Either way, it didn't go anywhere helpful. I don't think he's going to get a shot in on that T-25 as he is behind some serious cover. There's a building or something in the way. Though, if he pokes out, he might get a shot at the Tiger P. However, the Tiger P will definitely get shot in return, as well as whatever is around him. Now, currently we're losing this fight, and unless somebody starts doing something serious soon, we're gonna, well, it's gonna be a write-off. Come on. Oh yeah, T-25 straight into the open, and Sinister made sure he never did that again. Now while Sinister is reloading, he's backing up to make sure he is in cover. He's trying to do his best to stay in the trees, but he does need to pop his head out so that he can get some shots off, because somebody really does need to start taking out some of these tanks. He's going to take a risk here and try and kill the Tiger. Nice shot, finishes off the Tiger. Unfortunately, something no one else on his team could do, either because they couldn't pen him, or more likely simply because sticking their heads out to get a shot would mean they get killed. Now he's trying to protect his Jag Panther buddy with a beautiful shot on the Tiger P, not only taking off most of his health, but also freezing it in place by taking his tracks off. Unfortunately, we lost another friend when that happened, and our IS, I believe, went down. Now the Jag Panther finished off the Tiger P because it was stationary and couldn't move to defend itself. Yay! Now don't forget, the other team does still have an artillery piece around here somewhere, and it is going to be taking pot shots at whoever it thinks it can kill. And considering the fact that this tank is basically made of cardboard, it's a really big target. And yes, I meant huge, as in puns at all. This tank couldn't be missed, you know, if you were blind and spun around in circles and, you know, had a gun that couldn't shoot straight. You still could hit this tank from anywhere in the world. Quite easily, actually. I'm sorry, I don't mean to beat on your tank so hard. I actually meant to be much worse, but I can't think of anything right now, so... Ha. It's a good gun. Other than that, I don't like the tank. You're using it well, though. Good job, Sinister. So now, he's got to wait until the enemy comes at him. He cannot go find them. They will murder him unless he encounters only one at a time. So for them to win, they have to kill him or they have to cap. So the likelihood is they're not going to turtle. The likelihood is they think they have superior numbers and they're going to come find him. Oh, SU-100 going to get a shot into us. He still had his repair kit, thankfully. Now, oh, he rushed the shot. He could have waited quite some time, but he didn't. He chose to rush the shot instead, and wow. So thankfully their artillery missed. I don't know. Well, wait, did he just bounce off the side of us? Really? That poor Stug. I don't understand what happened, but he bounced off the side. I think he bounced. No? I don't know where he bounced off of. But he bounced off an SU-100Y. That never happens. That poor Stug. I wonder if he had a stock gun or something. No? Oh, he had a oh, I see. Now that Stug needed to penetrate with his one and only shot, and because he was using the short howitzer, he bounced. That was probably an HE round. Obviously, it was an HE round that was loaded, and it hit at a bad angle and didn't normalize and bounced. And the Stug lost his life because of it. Now the Grill. Grill's going to be a problem because he's way down here. Grill was really smart for doing this. If the Grill had stayed back up where he was, unless he'd been in a bush waiting, he would have allowed Grimm to come all the way into, know exactly where he was. As it is, Grimm's got to find a way up out of this riverbed without being in the Artie's sights. And that's going to be difficult. So, Grimm is being sneaky and has snuck around what he thinks to be the back of the Artie. And I hope the Artie has moved himself into a bush. Nope, he's right there, and he's not looking the right way. Take your time. Don't you dare miss, Grimm. Where are you looking? Oh, he stopped to say knock knock. Really? That's just... 1,120 experience for that battle, well worth it. He of course got his Mastery Badge and Top Gun, which he was well deserved as he carried that game. Now he got a really lucky shot on the ELC and a couple of equally lucky shots once in a while, but mostly that was due to his skills that he won that game. He got obviously the most amount of XP on his team, but not by much. Now we had a Tiger who was defending our 9 line. He did amazingly well with over 3,300 damage, and he was second in experience by 3 points. He also deserves a shout out. Really, really great job, Dante Hun. 1. Thank you so much for defending that flank for us. That was great. Now, Sinister managed to do 2,193 points of damage for all those 6 kills. Most of those were finishing things off or damage over time, whereas our Tiger, who only got 1 kill, did all that damage and just didn't kill anything. Now, the other team noticed that SG-100 that came to finish us off at the end, he was their best player by far, most experienced, highest damage, and second most kills on their team. Great player, unfortunately couldn't quite finish off the game for his team. Now, Sinister fired 11 shots and everything that hit penetrated. Some of those penetrations were just knocking the tracks off, but most of them did actual damage, which is where the over 2 grand in damage comes from. He did receive over 1,000 potential damage. That's insane. This tank does not have the health to actually absorb 1,000 potential damage, and it has no armor, so he got lucky a lot. And you can't countermand that, Grimm, because you know you got lucky. That already barely missed without making a smudge on the snow. It was the gameplay that won this. Well played, well thought out, good strategies used. Unfortunately, it didn't take his time with the SG-100 and paid for it, but didn't pay the ultimate price and still won the game in the end. 22,000 credits earned for this game and over 1,100 experience. Great game. Thank you so much for sending it in, Grimm. Thank you guys so much for watching and hitting that like or subscribe button. I'll see you guys next time. This is IO Ether out.